Hello, Stadium Junkies fans. I'm the glorious champion of the Stadium Junkies, Jeffrey Burgess, and this is real NFL talk. With me is my lovely obsessive partner. And who would that be?
Tony Lopez. So tired right now, but at the same time, ready for some football.
Alright, we're going to do this a little bit differently. Normally we save our picks for the end of the event, but I really want to get deep into topics. I want to save the topics for last and get our picks out the way. First thing I would like to do, I am saying New Orleans is winning this game tonight.
I'm also going to agree with that. New Orleans is going to win this game. I feel like running game is amazing. Defense is playing well enough to stop them, but it's going to be a shootout.
Oh,
and also turn on your TV.
I mean, you can still hear it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I absolutely hear it.
But yeah, also Marshawn Lattimore is playing. I want to see Lattimore versus Julio. That's going to be a good matchup.
And also Mark Ingram is playing tonight too. So
speaking of Ingram, he just got an 8-yard run. 8-yard run to start off the drive. But
you say we're starting off with the picks, right?
Yeah, we're starting off with the picks.
All right, let's start with the. Let's go. You know what? Let's knock this one out too. Let's knock out the Cowboys and the Giants. That's simple, easy.
Cows. I mean the Giants.
Yeah, and it looks like the Cowboys may get hot if we win this game and the next one. We get Zeke back, and
you bottom line have to.
It's all guns blazing from there.
You pretty much have to win out to have any shot at a playoff spot.
But
say if we need some help.
Yeah, but say if we did. We win out. We go 10-6. That's a better spot than we thought we were going to be in. So,
hey, you worry about the Cowboys. I'll worry about.
We have the Raiders and the Chiefs. It's a 12:00 game.
Chiefs are on a downward spiral. I gotta say Ravens.
I'm gonna say the Raiders simply because this whole division sucks. Whole
division's garbage, but the best team out of that is probably gonna be the Chargers.
Exactly.
Never thought I'd say that, but I mean,
we're both seeing it too.
Raiders are just inconsistent.
Now we have the Colts and the Buffalo Bills.
No, I mean, how many times do I have to say it? No Andrew Luck, no chance. I mean, Bengals, they're garbage too, but they're less garbage than no Luck Colt.
The Bills are going to win this game, even though their team sucks. So.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I said Bengals. I mean, I meant to say sorry. He's in a better position than the Colts.
Well, you say Bengals, but the next game is Chicago.
Chicago versus
Cincinnati. My signal isn't great today.
That's not that great of a matchup either. So
no, it's not.
I guess I gotta go with Bengals despite the quarterback. I do not like Mitchell Trubisky. I think this is not his year. Maybe he'll take a few bumps. So just off of that, I just gotta say better quarterback is Andy Dalton. It's not by much.
Yeah, that's true.
So just off of that, Bengals.
I'm gonna say Chicago. I think their defense is better. And all the injuries and dirty plays they've been dealing with in Cincinnati, Chicago may take this one.
I mean, that'll be one of my top picks. Cincinnati. I've got some choice words for those. I got some choice words for them.
We have the Detroit Lions versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah. Is Matthew Stafford playing? Then yes, the Lions win just because James Winston sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I mean, there's really nothing different about that. So
yeah, I mean, James Winston, he was all hype and overrated, and now look at him, he sucks.
Yeah. San Francisco 49ers going to Houston and playing the Texans.
Why are these games so bad? So bad.
You know what? I'm actually going to give this to San Francisco. I like Houston's defense. Yeah, it's a bad game, but I like. They look like they got something going in San Francisco.
Tom Savage Tom Savage is not real, and Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe, just maybe, be the answer. Who knows? They're 49ers. I'm gonna have to agree.
Yeah. We have the 10-2 Minnesota Vikings traveling to Charlotte, North Carolina, to play the 8-4 Panthers.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we have a good game. But still, it's not enough. No Greg Olsen and that Vikings defense playing its butt off. I believe they will clinch. They will clinch the division with this win, and moving on to secure a playoff spot. So Vikings will win.
And not just,
you know, I don't want that, but it's probably more than likely going to happen.
Yeah, and not just the fact that the defense is playing well. Their third-string quarterback, Case Keenum, is playing at an MVP level.
Season.
Yeah, so I got to give it.
Maybe most improved, but not.
He may look. He's going to be in the MVP race no matter what. But yes, he'll definitely be most improved.
Yes, indeed.
Now,
looks like a little helmet-to-helmet collision with Kamara. Oh, he's a little shaken up, but he'll be fine.
This is a sad game. Wait, you said Aaron Rodgers is back this week, right?
He'll be back next week. He could be back next week.
Well, I mean, they better pull this one out against Cleveland.
I mean, you're talking about Packers and Browns.
Yes.
I mean, if Cleveland's gonna win a game, this might be it. Who knows?
Yeah, this might be it. Either that or next week. But I'm still.
I gotta give it to Green Bay just because. Yeah. I can see 10 wins from Green Bay.
I can't, but
I can see it.
Their defense is not playing great. That's the only reason I don't see 10 wins. Now, field goal just happened with New Orleans and Atlanta. All right. Now we have the Jets playing the Denver Broncos.
Another crappy game.
I'm going to give it to the Jets. Let's be easy. This is Jets. Denver has been playing at a very below par, and I need them to stay at 3 wins too. So,
Why?
I predict
why?
the Broncos.
Sorry, sorry. And one of them was against the Cowboys, so I guess that's something.
That was early though, so.
Still, but the Broncos are below expectations. They need to just flat out rebuild that offense. This is what happens. They were at a win now situation. They're like, hey, we're winning right here, right now.
Hey, have they said who the Sunday night game was?
Sunday night is Ravens and Steelers.
Oh, my bad. I looked at that. Whoa, I was like, my bad. That was just out of place on my list. Well, let's go to the Washington Redskins playing the Los Angeles Chargers.
Chargers are playing some ball right now. Kirk Cousins, I may like him, but I don't like his chances. So, and they're riddled with injuries, so I just do not see it. So, Chargers are – that's the one team.
Have a running game. Chargers have receivers. Chargers win.
Chargers are arguably the most dangerous team in the AFC.
Yeah, exactly. Now we have the 8-4 Tennessee Titans going to Arizona to play the Cardinals.
Another bad game.
It's not that bad. It's just it's kind of a boring game unless Adrian Peterson decides to go off.
But you probably won't against that Titans defense. So
no, exactly. Tennessee
Titans
all day. Yeah, Tennessee all day.
Indeed.
Now,
easy predictions. Give me a challenge.
Now, okay. Here's where it starts to get challenging, sir. We have the 8-4 Seattle Seahawks traveling to Jacksonville, Florida to play the 8-4 Jaguars.
The old Legion of Boom versus the new Legion of Boom.
No, get it right. It's the Legion of Boom versus Saxonville.
It looks like Calvin Kamara is being checked for some head injury.
Yeah.
It looks like it sounds like Alvin Kamara is being checked in for some head injury. But in this one,
so who do you got?
That's going to be good. I believe in that Jacksonville defense. They've turned a believer out of me.
The reason I believe in Jacksonville is I believe their defense will get to Russell Wilson all day because they do not have great offensive line play. So Jacksonville wins. It's going to be a close game because Russell, no matter what, is going to try to keep him in this game. But the secondary help. So Jacksonville wins.
Devontae Freeman just goes off for 7-8 yards.
Now, this game, in my opinion, should have been the Sunday night game, but it's not. It is the 10-2 Philadelphia Eagles going to Los Angeles to play the Los Angeles.
The 1 and 2 picks of it was 1 and 2 picks of one of the drafts. I think it was 2016. Oh, good job, Marshawn Latham.
It is the first and second picks of that draft.
First and second picks of what? Of the 2016?
Of the 2016 draft.
Wow. I believe in Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is going to have his little chip on his shoulder saying, hey, you should have picked me first.
I believe at home the Rams are a different team. I'm going with Los Angeles.
All right.
I'm going with the Rams. Now we have that Sunday night game.
Which I'm a little bit mad about that it is a Sunday night game, but hey, oh well.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain about it. A rivalry's a rivalry, and we have Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Yeah, Ravens Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Go Steelers. It's going to be close.
It's going to be a hard – oh, God, I hate saying that word right now, but hard-hitting game.
Like the Monday night game? I mean, that bad, huh? Good to know.
Now we have the 10 and this is Monday night, by the way. We have the 10-2 New England Patriots versus the 5-7 Dolphins.
No Gronk, but it doesn't really matter. It's Tom Brady. That's
no Gronk. No Gronk, no problem, really. Even though it's going to affect your fantasy score against me. Yeah.
You think that'll be a problem? Well, remember this is a two.
I know
2 week. Yes.
I know what it is. That's why I started Matt Ryan.
Now, that is it for our predictions, right?
Yes, sir. It is.
That is it for our predictions. Now let's get into our topics. The first topic of the day is going to be Roger Goodell. He just got a 5-year extension. Looks like Kamara's heading back into the locker room. Well, we checking back on that, but yeah, the topic of
Roger Goodell got a 5-year, $200 million extension, which, might I add, was the amount per year that he was getting on his previous contract.
Do you now? We've had some discussion with some friends.
Yes.
I wanted to get on this topic pretty quick. I know Goodell they get a lot of heat for Goodell gets a lot of heat for a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And however, pretty goddamn good negotiator. Especially with him and all the suspensions and all that shenanigans. But with the CBA and his negotiation to have the NFL Players Association give him all the power.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
That's
what saves him.
That's the issue.
I understand what fans are saying that he was a bad spot and bad commissioner, but power. I mean, if you keep my thing is, if you're gonna complain about the problem, give me a solution. That's all I want.
Yeah. My whole issue, I don't have the problem with him getting an extension. I really don't. I actually completely disagree with Jerry Jones and him saying that he shouldn't have been, removed or anything like that. But look, let's just be real. Let's just be honest. He doesn't need to be judge, jury, and executioner. He just may need to delegate some of those to other people.
I mean, the people here and now, they're not gonna like Goodell after the Zeke fiasco.
Yeah.
Some same fans are still bitter about Goodell suspending the coach for the entire season. I mean, he went after Tom Brady for deflated footballs.
Yes, he did.
I mean, his little track record of disciplinary action, very questionable.
It's very suspect.
But his track record when it comes to making deals happen and making sponsorships come in, having the money come in for the other NFL, it's pretty good. This year it's been very political, but the political climate has been pretty bad all this time. I mean, hey, I can't even watch commercials and see all the political BS. But that's a different thing. I think Goodell is perfect for the job just because I don't have an alternative for him. If you give me someone with an alternative, give me his credentials, give me his resume, I'm open to ears. But right now, he's the best man for the job.
Yeah, I completely.
If you say Jerry Jones, if you say Jerry Jones,
no, I would never pick Jerry Jones because look, Goodell was literally to me just a random guy they chose. He had to go through like a whole process. I remember when they were looking for a guy to replace Tackley. It was a long process. That's why he stayed in the spot for as long as he did. Goodell was just like a lower tier guy in the management of New York Jets, and yeah, he ended up getting a great position to run the league.
Yes, and for the most part, he's done a good job. He's handled the climate of these. The biggest bane of the NFL's existence is concussions and suspensions.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue, and he has been a little rough at times,
But he's still afloat. The good outweighs the bad because I remember the little CBA debacle. I think Goodell, and then the ref debacle. He got the deal done with the refs and the CBA. So yeah, it's more football for me.
Yeah.
And to all those who say he's bad, give me someone better.
Find me a better solution or shut up. That's how I feel.
Thank you. I mean, that is specifically what I have to say. Also, we got a 3rd and 5. Matt Ryan. Nope. Looks like it's gonna be a field goal attempt for the Falcons.
Okay.
The game is live, and Marshawn Lattimore did get a little bit beat by Julio one time already in this game.
Yeah.
But he had about three seconds well covered. He had like 6 seconds in the pocket, and you couldn't find anyone open. But Goodell, good job. Congrats, he got the extension, 5 years. Maybe I don't know what's gonna happen, but hey, I'd rather have Goodell lead the charge in the negotiation process than anyone else.
But let's talk about another story. Particularly the hits that happened last week in the NFL.
You saw my top. You saw what I put on the script on the titles, right?
Yeah, I did. Okay, look. If this was 15 years ago, those would just be called, tick for tack plays. I mean, really. If Juju was 6 inches lower, if he would have hit him in the chest instead of right there, he would have never been suspended. Never. The whole issue with that one was
no. That's my problem. I don't mind the hit. I don't mind the hit at all. I mean, I thought it was a nice hit.
Yeah.
What I had a problem with is him just standing over there talking all that trash.
Well, he didn't actually.
I've heard stories that Barton just you don't know what he said. You don't know if he said anything. I mean, that's it. He may have said something quietly, maybe mouthed off something. You don't know. But when you're standing over someone after you played a big hit, that's taunting and that's a rivalry game. The Bengals, Montez Burfict will remember that hit. He's gonna remember that hard, especially in your division. I know the NFC North is full of. If you're not Cleveland, you have a rivalry with the Ravens, the Steelers, with the Bengals. There's a lot of bad blood between those 3 teams. Cleveland, not so much because they kind of feel like Texas.
Well, I feel like in a division, everybody overhypes the Cincinnati-Pittsburgh rivalry anyways, but I'll let you continue.
But the thing is, those hits, I mean, come on. This is not – I mean, when you do a hit, just maybe injure, maybe paralyze individual. That's when that's when it's like, hey.
Okay. That one – what's sad about that one, I re-looked at that hit. It wasn't intentional. He hit his leg. It was never I'm praying for Ryan Shazier because he underwent surgery today to get his spine fixed. So hopefully everything goes well.
Right?
Yeah, but they were trying to make sure he was okay.
Yes, because it looked like he couldn't move. He may have been paralyzed.
Yeah. That it was, but here's my thing. He went for the tackle he was calculating for a tackle at the waist, but he ended up miscalculating, hitting the dude in the thigh, which ended up hitting, like, ricocheting his head. It was not a pretty hit. So that was unintentional. Yeah.
These hits, I mean, when you're affecting with concussions and all that, when you're taking big hits, you're worried about concussions. CTEs are not going to go away. Concussions are never. It's not going to go away. So when you hit like that, I'm going to hear talk to you like a hit like that, like Juju did. They're thinking about next year, get instant ejection.
Yeah.
But when you do a green line with that, it's how can you justify one hit? You are ejected from the entire game. It's a little bit steep. But here's a replay issue. You could replay that, check the replay, see if it was intentional or not. But then it's a little gray area. So I don't know, but that's.
But there's one more hit. One more hit I need to talk about.
Which one?
Rob Gronkowski. That dude is one dirty player. I don't care if he's like the good, hyped up, everything like that. What he did deserved at least a 2-game suspension. You don't just come back and cock block the crap out of somebody and expect not to get suspended for it. He didn't even get rejected from the game.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been out. He shouldn't have even been like playing this week or next. I'm sorry. Maybe 4 to 6 games to me.
A bit much for a hit when Juju Smith-Schuster only got 1 game suspension.
Well, the whole thing with Juju is he didn't actually say anything over him. Gronk, it was after the play. That's what happened. It was after the play with Gronk.
I find it funny that it was Gronk only got suspension for that, but say maybe Adam Jones or Ndamukong Suh did a hit like that, we'd be out crying like for 4-something games.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying. It's Gronk. He's with the Patriots. He's with Tom Brady, the golden boy of the NFL. And it's just, if you're gonna suspend somebody for 6 games for domestic violence, but only 1 for a hit that was pretty dirty.
Exactly.
There's got to be a normal. There's got to be something.
There's got to be a balance somewhere. There's got to be a balance somewhere.
Or 4 games for deflated footballs.
Okay, now I'm not even going to start on that one. I'm not even going to start on that one. So.
Deflated footballs. No, but only you hit somebody. You take them out of the game. It's a pretty nasty hit. You injure the person.
Mm-hmm.
When you do that, that's kind of crossing the line, but only 1 game suspension. Should there be like a table of contents or something to say, hey, this justifies a 1-game suspension. This justifies 1-game suspension. This justifies maybe 1 2-game suspension. Should there be like some normality or some formula to justify these suspensions instead of saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to suspend you.
Yeah. To me, there should have already been. It should have been done already. It should have been, fixed. I don't understand what's going on, but yeah, there should be.
It should be, but why we have this idea now when why hasn't this been established? This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm saying.
I think it's because this time of year you actually see it more. Earlier in the season you don't see it as much because it's starting to get more competitive, more tense and everything like that. That's the only reason they're even talking about it now. Because everything's starting to get way more serious.
And then the unsportsmanlike conduct, the 2 penalty unsportsmanlike conduct rule. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm absolutely okay with that because there's no need for some shenanigans.
Also, if the NFL thinks about bringing in that college rule to where if somebody gets hit in the helmet and they get there's a replay and say they get ejected from the game, I don't want it.
There are rumors that might do it.
It's a stupid rule. It should never even be thought of. Because you're really just basing it off a referee's looking at it and seeing, based on their judgment, if the player should be ejected or not. I don't like that. If you can't tell already on the field if the player should get ejected or not, yeah, that's how you should know.
Perhaps. But, I mean, you're leaving it under the referee's discretion. I just do not know.
Yeah, I know. Now, one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
One last thing.
And now
the whole Giants debacle.
I mean, Giants debacle. I mean, Ben McAdoo's gone. GG. After 2 seasons.
Yeah, but they
I mean,
also fired the GM. So
mm-hmm.
the fact Sashi Brown had been there for so long, he built all those teams. Yeah, but the last few years hadn't been great. He doesn't talk to the media that much. That's one issue. Another thing is Ben McAdoo messed things up so badly for everybody in that organization that they're going to have to go on a whole new coaching search and make sure they can find the exact right candidate, because Tom Coughlin was so safe. The Giants organization never goes through this much drama ever, because they're so consistent on everything that happens. Yeah. You usually don't ever hear about them going through stuff. You hear about the team, the other New York team always going through stuff, not them.
Yes. I mean, it's sad that now we are thinking that the Jets are in a better position than the Giants.
Yeah.
That's
technically, Jets can somehow still make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're in a way better position.
Clearly. Just clearly. I mean, it's kind of sad that it's kind of sad, but hey, every team must go through their rebuild season. Eventually, Pats, Patriots, your time will come.
Mm-hmm. Also, the NFL is brought to you by Papa John's.
Okay. Well, you got any more? You got no topics for us? I got nothing.
I don't have anything else except for the fact that we've had more GMs getting fired today. Sashi Brown from the Cleveland Browns got fired, but they have already guaranteed Hugh Jackson that he's going to be safe.
Sure. I don't know what you do with the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns have been the garbage team ever since I remember.
Well, I mean, look, this time you don't let the coach go. You need for him to be able to build his team. What Cleveland has this issue with is they keep firing coaches every 2 years. They don't know how to keep a coach. The best coach in the last.
Hugh Jackson to turn that team around.
Yeah, their best coach since coming back into the league in '99 was, sadly, Eric Mangini.
Okay,
yeah,
Lord.
So they just need to make sure they stay with Hugh and let him do his thing. Make sure he knows what he's doing. He does.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, but I will say I say the Cleveland Browns will be somewhat relevant in the next 5 years.
I'll give them 3.
I mean, that's generous, but I just don't see it.
We'll see.
I do not see it at all. Alrighty then. That's all we have for the Realist NFL Couch Talk. We went through our topics. Next week we'll be doing a little playoff. We only have like 3 weeks left in the season. 3 weeks left. About 3 weeks, because the season ends on New Year's Eve, shockingly. And then we get playoffs. Oh man, it's a playoff.
And also,
like, share, subscribe, and thank you for listening. Tony, got anything to say?
Also, we will make some college football playoff picks soon.
Think about that. Anyway, this is the Sting Juggies Media signing out.